Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 26 and the finale of Life After Foster Child. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it has been a while since we've been in this particular save or this Let's Play. I did play a little bit off camera this week. I was just trying to get our Jasmine through her term at university, so that wasn't going to be a thing, and so she's currently on a break from university. She got 8 of her 12 credits done, and Evie has taken up some knitting, and Evie has had her nooboo. Hers and Clark's nooboo. So here is our new nooboo, Eric. I couldn't remember, I didn't check Celeste's last name before they went to have the nooboo, so I just kept Evie's name. And when I age him up to a toddler, I will make his name Fitz Roberts at the end so that his last name matches Celeste's last name. But that's what we're actually going to do. We're going to age up Eric so we can see their nooboo as a toddler. And of course, it's time for Celeste's birthday. And I had played a little bit. I was kind of curious what the impact of eco lifestyle was going to be, because we were in here before that came out. And so when I came in, it immediately told me that their neighborhood was industrial. So I was like, what? I thought they were supposed to start neutral. And I use this house in my Drifter challenge. But in Drifter, I had changed all the wall coverings and added solar panels and windmills and the dew collectors. And I don't even think I've upgraded any of the plumbing appliances, electronics, because they're too busy in Drifter to do that. And they don't really have a lot of those skills. And if I haven't done very much. So that's it. And their neighborhood is green. And then I'm being told it's industrial here. And I've never even played here. So I was like, okay, well, that's a little bit odd. I'll just exit without saving and turn off the eco impact and come back in. Still industrial. So I've changed all of the wall coverings and when I came out, in the flooring and added solar panels and windmills and dew collectors. And it came out, and even though the effects are supposed to be off, it still told me it was neutral. But both Evie and Clark, independently at different times, have had the moodlet where they're like hands from it being gross from being an industrial neighborhood. Luckily, they're so happy with other things, it gets overpowered. So it's a little glitchy here. And I've even, after I made all the changes to green up the place, and there's a few windows that are like the windows and doors that come with eco lifestyle even in place, not all of them, but I changed some of them, probably about half of them. And I placed it in another save on the exact same lot, and it's neutral there. So yeah, that's why I think it's a little glitchy here. And obviously the other houses in the other save would be the same, but in this particular save I've gone and tried to green up those houses too that are in this neighborhood. So the other thing we're going to do is, once Celeste is a teen, and of course Alice is already a teen, is I'm going to take them and use them in my Rags to Riches Snowy Escape, because I thought we would sort of continue and follow with them. And of course they already have their scouts and they're not in scouts anymore. They are going to have to keep up with their drama club because they're both in the drama club until they max it. So that's going to detract from it, but we will have holidays because it is the last day of spring, if you see here. So it's summer, so they're going there for a sort of a summer adventure where they're going and they're roughing it and they're not starting with anything. They're leaving everything behind except for that. I think I'm going to let them keep their journals, obviously their homework books, and their one crocus they're going to get to keep in case they ever have a house and decide to have bees or something like that, because I find them kind of a pain to get. So it's not for making money, it's just for trying to help. If they decide to have bees, it's not really for, and I'll make them pay the value of it before they can put anything else up, kind of thing, similar to how Drifter works, which is the other place, like I said, I use this particular house. So, but it's decorated slightly differently. I think it's more of a, I don't remember. I think it's a little different, but it doesn't matter. Here we are. So once our Evie has finished her knitting, we're going to go and age up Eric. one thing I do want to note is that I have Alice coming down here to work on her emotional control. She has already maxed her violin skill. So in the sort of sim week that I've been playing since I had made this decision, I've made sure that, or I've tried to make sure that she doesn't increase her skills any more than they already had been before I had made this decision. Because she does have some skills, but and acting is one, charisma, but the skills, like the fishing is probably the skill that'll be the most useful, and then the fitness came out of nowhere. She wasn't even doing anything. I've had some Sims sit down at the chess table, and then they'll just get some fitness skill. I'm not sure if that's what she did, but I've seen that happen in other saves. And of course, like gardening and the logic, I think she got that as a child from what I can recall. But she doesn't obviously have any of the skills that you need that came with Snowy Escape, because I've made sure they haven't concentrated. She's not done that, and like I said, so that's kind of it. And of course, Celeste will only have things that she could have earned or learned as a child. And we're just waiting there because we want to see what our little nooboo looks like. And Celeste needs to go have a shower. And there we go. So she is, she's finishing knitting and she went. So let's see what the quality of it is, if it's any good or not. It is excellent. So we're going to add that to the wardrobe because we may, when we, give the makeovers, possibly put them on the girls because they'll work out decently in the in the cold weather clothes. It is summer and the world, other than the snowy neighborhood, is warm. So they would only knit when they go up to the ski area. So we're going to come here and we're going to do a super efficient baby care. And then once that super efficient baby care is done, we are going to age up Eric. And then once we've aged up Eric, very quick, it's very handy. I've also not had Alice work anymore on her magic either. So, okay, I didn't bother knitting anything for him because I knew I was going to age him up. So we are going to age him up and see what he looks like. See if he has his mom's hair or his dad's hair. So he is going to be inquisitive. And he has his daddy's hair color. And he's going to need a makeover. And I think he has maybe his mommy's eyes. We'll see better when we go into create a sim with him. But he's okay for now. And we'll leave him until we have aged up Celeste, and then we'll give them both a makeover so we can sort of see them. And like I said, I'll probably even give Alice, because there's a couple of packs that come out including Eco Lifestyle, so they can probably have some makeovers. So are you stuck? Are you stuck holding? Because you're just sort of standing there. Do I need to reset you? We're going to reset you. Okay. You could. Yes. I have seen this as a reported issue. And a long time, well, okay, why don't we have him move? Go here. Go here, sweet pea. A long time ago, before Toddlers even came out, and it may have continued after Toddlers came out, there was an issue where people had to introduce themselves, sim parents would have to introduce themselves to their children. And the reason I'm saying it's before Toddlers came out is because I remember the baby aging up to a child and having introduced themselves to the child. But I think it was still there after Toddlers came out because I remember doing it with Toddlers also. And at that time, it was tied to Sims with the beloved trait, which you get from completing the charisma aspiration. And Evie has that trait. And I noticed right away when he was born and he came home, they had a relationship, but that's been, because it's been 5 sim days since he was born, or 4 sim days since he was born. So that's been earned by her looking after him, and not, it was like there was no relationship at the beginning. And it was like that then. So I kind of wonder if it's the same thing, but there's definitely a bug report for it. I just don't know. I haven't read through it recently and I was curious. So now I know. There we go. We have to do a friendly introduction to our nooboo now that he is aged up to a toddler. So let's do that. let's go ahead and do that friendly introduction. And that, I wonder if that's why they got stuck there. So did that even help their relationship at all? I'm not really sure. We haven't even done it yet. It's still just saying friendly introduction. What are you doing, my guy? Or maybe now it's done. No, it's still saying friendly introduction. Can we try it again? Maybe she didn't listen to me the first time. Oh, and look at that. Boost full relationship, and it worked. So why don't we play? You're going to need a toddler room. There's a little space, but we'll have to... Oh, we got a promotion. Does he have to work from home? He works in 3 hours, so he has to construct a computer chip. So he got to level 9, and he got some computer glasses, and he is a computer connoisseur. And are they in his inventory? And am I even going to be able to recognize them in his inventory if that's where they are? Well, I'm guessing they're in his... I'll take a look after. So he's going to come down here. What are you doing anyways? You're playing a game, but that's fine. You're going to come down here and craft that chip, computer chip that you need to do, which is the materials computer chip. There you go. So of course this can't be, I don't think this can be upgraded in any way. It can be put in our inventory. It's portable. But if you look, let me see if he's done this upgrade. Oh, he hasn't done all the upgrades. So we still have some upgrades down here. He's done that one. Oh, it's on the second page. Okay, so there's stuff in this room here that can be upgraded. Yeah, but I've done a lot of upgrading in other areas of the house. I know, he's been spending a lot of time upgrading things. So they're playing, and he's going to have to probably introduce himself also to Eric. Let's check. Yep, he has to. Do you, Jasmine? I mean, it's different. It's not your child. So it's a little bit more understandable that she may have to. And she's all emotionally mindful. I don't know what she was doing that made her emotionally mindful, but she did. So maybe what we'll do before we age up Celeste is I'll make sure that they have introduced themselves. We'll let Clark get through his construction that he needs to do before he does his work the next time, and I'll set up the room. So when we're about to age up Celeste and also do the introductions, I will be back. Well, it's a little later, and I have not given little Eric a makeover. Like I said, I'll do that after we age up Celeste, but we have started a dinner party to do that process. But one thing that I noted is that our Alice actually doesn't have to introduce herself to Eric. She knows him, but none of them do. Jasmine has to do a friendly introduction, and Clark has to do a friendly introduction. And I am pretty sure I commented there is a bug report for that, which I will link down below. And she'll probably have to change her party outfit because it probably won't be quite so warm in the new world. And what are you doing, Sweet Pea? You're gonna go try and get introduced to. So while Alice doesn't have to do an introduction, she also isn't doesn't have very good her relationship is actually pretty good. She looked after him quite a lot because that's what I figured it's not going to build any skills. So I had her do a lot of the looking after of him when he was a baby. So not the only one, obviously, but it was, if she wasn't doing anything, which the others were often doing some stuff, it was good. And we have a festival of the snow. So that means that'll be a bit 2 weeks till that comes again. Friendly, bright and day, and we have a phone call. I thought we had a phone call for her, but I don't see it. So, Clark, we still need you to come and introduce yourself to your son. Luckily, they also have incredibly friendly and all those things. So it's once they do the introduction, it's really quite quick and easy to do. And now that Jasmine has, why don't we adopt as a... you can't eat that cake. That cake has candles in it. I'm gonna pause. You're not allowed to eat that cake. That cake is for Aging up your sister. Then you can maybe have some cake. So I mostly introduced, I didn't actually remember that. I was thinking of introducing her, then I thought I was thinking of inviting Vanessa, and then I decided not to. I thought, but maybe I invited her again. I don't know. She's like a key holder. That's why she's like sort of been a friend since pretty early on. But I mostly invited people from our foster home so that they hopefully will come. So why don't we come here and... Can I not call Tamil? Am I missing it? Do I need to move it here? I've had this problem before. Can someone else call Tamil? Clark, you're not really doing what I asked you to do anyways. Can you call Tamil? Because this party's going to be a dud if we can't call the meal. No, we can't call the meal. But why don't you, if you're hungry, come grab yourself a serving and not the cake. And then maybe your daddy can introduce himself. Once you're in the house. You could also have eaten something. So you can see here it has a green eco footprint, and I did end up turning on the eco impact, and it's telling me it's neutral for now. But anyways, it's not showing me like the little thingy down at the bottom that normally tells you which way it's going, but maybe I have to exit the save and come back in to see that. So let's try and make something else and hope we can call people to meal on this one. Maybe we'll just make a regular meal and not a gourmet meal. That was a gourmet meal that we made there. There, we'll add make some tuna maki, and maybe we can call someone to meal. And just in case we can't, why don't we have Jasmine make something else that shouldn't require the stove, so she can make something that does require the stove and that we don't have to worry about. Like, let's increase our chances of being able to call people to meal. We will make I like all the food options there are. They look good. We could make a crown roast, but that's probably just as equally difficult. I mean, that's why I did the rack of lamb. Probably should have made something vegetarian. Actually, we're going to cancel that. We're going to make a vegetarian option because everything we currently have is not vegetarian friendly, so we will make a vegetarian option. There, we'll make some spaghetti. There we go. We should be good. Oh, look, there we have. At least Saren is here. She's definitely one of our foster kids. And Patchy, you really should be outside looking after our garden because it looked like it needed some care. Oh, maybe you've already done it. And see my trees? They've got this issue where stuff goes down, and my money trees were fully grown when I first logged in. And you can see this. Not all of them have gone to dirt piles, but everything was grown. And this one plasma fruit tree, money fruit tree, and this money fruit tree are all three dirt piles. And my guess is that Snapdragon was also grown and not a sprout. Okay, good. We got something. So can we call to meal on this? Yes. Did I miss it on the other one? Because I see it there very obviously. No, I see clean up. In that same spot. Put in inventory. Pick up a serving. Okay, so we can at least get our call to meal done. I was just hedging my bets by having her make something else. And are you even hungry? Do you need to eat? You could eat a little bit. You're not too bad. And what are you eating? You're eating a BLT. Actually, speaking of which, you're not eating right now, so why don't we set your utensil preference. We can't set Evie's right now because she's eating, because you can only set utensil preference if they're not eating. Oh, and he's eating rack of lamb, so it doesn't actually make a lot of sense to you. Not so much sense to... Someone eat my cake? Someone ate my cake. Did you eat that cake? Oh, you're eating that. You don't really need to eat that. You probably should, You're gonna be so full. You probably should... Oh, I know. I don't think your dad ever introduced himself. Can we do that? Can we finally get that done? Well, hopefully we can get that done. And once they're finished with everything, it doesn't look like very many people came to our party. Oh, it looks like he did it. Good. So let's come and see if we can blow out the candles on the half-eaten cake. Whoever ate some of our cake. I don't think it was Eric, because Eric doesn't have like the energized or the, when he crashes, the angry moodlet. So someone came and ate our cake, which is quite funny. One piece is gone. Are you coming? You coming, Sweet Pea? Okay, let's pause and get a picture. There we go. I gotta change I didn't want to be on this angle because it shows the half-eaten cake. Why did you choose that side to blow out the candle cake from? Let's see. Did you have any luck blowing out those candles? Nope. Let's hope you age up. Let's hope. And yes, we have another success. So her aspiration we're giving her that gives her her reward or bonus trait is going to be a creativity aspiration. It is for music, but she's not going to be focusing on that. Obviously, we're going to be focusing on the aspirations that come with Snowy Escape, and she will be creative to go with being a bookworm. And there we go. And she got some things already done. So there she is before her makeover. So I'm going to take her into Creative Sim and also obviously Eric and give them both makeovers and perhaps change a couple of Alice's outfits too. And I will be back to show you what they look like when I'm done. So here is our Celeste. Now that she has had her makeover, I will show the makeover in the bottom corner so you can see it quickly for, of course, little Eric and Celeste, and I gave all of them a winter outfit in case they end up later coming for a visit to go skiing once, of course, the girls are like established and not on the rags part of the challenge. So that is kind of it. We followed Evie and Clark and Jasmine all the way to now, where they all have teenage daughters and then a new toddler too, of course, for Evie and Clark. And join me on Sunday as the two girls, Alice and Celeste, find their way in the new world in Snowy Escape, and we shall see how they get on there after starting with nothing. Actually, if you have any questions, I have a Facebook group. I will link it down below. Come join me there. And that's going to be it for this Let's Play. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!